Greetings everyone, hope you are well. Welcome back to another episode of Skyfactory. Well, excuse my voice today, I'm running a little bit under the weather. I seem to have caught a man flu. Sniffles. Not good. Sniffles and snot. But hey ho, there you go. So we've done quite a bit off camera while I've been a little bit under the weather. As you can see, we've done some purification of the area. Started to clean up some little systems. I've moved the power from here because it was just becoming unusable here, and also it needed expanding, so there was no room for that here. I've also made sure that the steps match to this side now, and I've tidied up all this, which is all nice and neat. Got a nice little bit of a trim around everything now, and we're slowly starting to move forward. So, what have we done with the power? Well, the power is now over here. You can just see the little lip there. We'll just check that out in a moment. But what I've done in here is more impressive. As you remember before, I had this system set up on the opposite side of the room, which made no sense to me because these little guys were happily chopping away in here and it wasn't going anywhere. So now it's going straight into here, and I can pick it up from here and dump it down into that machine there. I will automate this at some point along the way, but for now it's just creating sand, popping it up in here, and then these guys are doing it with some enchanted meshes, which I've figured out. So I've got some luck of the sea and efficiency 4 on that, and efficiency 5 and fortune on that one, so that's the best one at the moment. I've also upgraded all these as well. I know it says iron stiffened mesh, but if I just pop one of these out of here, just by shift right clicking, there you go, you can see this one's got efficiency and soulbound on it. There are random ones throughout here, like this is efficiency and fortune. What's that one got? Efficiency and soulbound, which soulbound's pretty pointless, but it comes as standard. So I've upgraded all of these and all of those in there. Also upgraded these hammers as well. So now these are going like billio now, to the point that sometimes it can't keep up. So I've put in another cobblestone generator just to keep up with the new hammer system, and that's doing quite well. As you can see, it's mainly gravel in here because I'm using these last two for sand, so that these guys can get mainly the yellorium I want out of here, and these other bits and pieces as well. So that's coming on as well. So let me just dump these back into here like so. So as you can see, this has changed significantly since you the last episode. Since you were the last episode? No, since the last episode. I've decided to try and make this a little bit more compact and neater. So we're now on this side have the crafters, and all the way down here then we have all the main crafting grids and the basic control system here, which is the same as what we had before. I've just expanded on it with a few more disk drives. I've managed to fill up all these disk drives now with 64Ks, and then on this side we have some solderers and sag mills. I do want more of these because I found that we do have a bottleneck, especially with the solderers, because they're not that fast, or solderers as people call them. I've heard them being called. So yeah, we're looking to expand this, and we'll just pop behind it so you can see what's going on in the background. And what we have now is, before the loot from the mob system at the back over there, I used to have to carry that manually, but now I don't need to. I have a cable that runs underground now. And oh yes, by the way, I have a jetpack now. I decided I was tired of not having one. So you can see there the cable pops down under the floor, and that goes all the way over to the spawner over there. So everything's coming through here. Any of the loot bags that come through get sorted. So all of these loot bags get put into this system, and then from here they get stepped up into the legendary. The legendary then pops across here into the bag opener, and then that unbags everything and puts all the loot back into the system. This loot recycler underneath, at the moment I've got all this junk that's coming from my spawner over there, and some more junk there, and all that is being converted into Oh, excuse me. Common loot. Oh, indigestion. Oh, here we go again. Oh, let's have a nice slurp of Java. The finest blend. So, what you can do is you can convert any old kind of rubbish that you have in your system. Well, you can't convert every piece of rubbish I've found. There are some things that you can't. As you can see there, can't even put these prosperity shards in. So there are certain things you can, certain things you can't, that we converted into uncommon loot bags, which go back into the system. From the system, it goes back into here, and then up into legendary, and then off we go again. So that's a nice little neat setup. I also have a dimensional transceiver, which is pulling power and items from upstairs. I think it's pulling from upstairs. Yes, it is. It's pulling from the chickens upstairs. So that's going into our system as well. I have a little reservoir here, and that's just for the vat to convert all this rotten flesh and nether wart that we have into nutrient distillation. There is a reason for that, and I cannot remember why I did that, but there is a reason for that, and I think it's the Killer Joe. So we are looking at installing a Killer Joe over in the system over there, so we can get some more mob chunks. So at the moment we have to use our, is it Solarium Dagger? Yeah, we have to use this fella to get chunks, which is quite difficult. So I want to install this into a Killer Joe and have the Killer Joe over on this side over here. So while we're talking about that, let's go over there. And apologies if this video stops and starts. I have to stop because of my man flu, unfortunately. So as you can see here, we've upgraded this slightly. We've upgraded that a lot, which I'll talk about in a moment. But we now have these mob grinders in here, and I've upgraded those. Can I take that one out without it sending it downstairs? No, I can't. So let's try get some dark glass so I can show you what's going on in here. Dark glass, there we go. So these mob grinders, very clever. You can actually put upgrades in, so I've got looting and sharpness, so it kills them quicker. I've got the same in each. You can have more things in here. I think you can get heads in one of them as well, and more XP. Let's just have a look actually. And it's the mob grinder. There we go. So you can set them on fire. Oh, smite. So that's anything that's undead. And beheading. There you go. So these are very, very good. I don't know why you feed that to chickens. Or get DNA. That's interesting. I wonder what you can do with the DNA stuff. Never noticed that before. But anyway, that's what we've got at the moment. So it kills these nice and quickly. And these don't need any power, they just need a redstone signal. You could actually replace this with a redstone block and it would work equally as efficiently. Let's just come around the back. I've just set up a quick... This is where I was enchanting my civs from. A basic enchanter. Yeah, I could do it in there as well. But it was just easy just to see what random things I would get from here. So let's go down the corner. We've now stopped the random spawning of Endermen, thanks to this fella. And the inhibitor, what that'll do is it will stop them from teleporting away from this area, so they will always collapse into here and die. Same as before on the top, we've got it converting any experience into this tank and going straight up into the experience obelisk, and as you can see we've got a redonkulous amount up there, so we have no worry about that. Now, the mob system as a whole, as you can see, has expanded. I've now got fans on both sides and then the drop in the middle, just like before, with the vector plates on the bottom, so that speeds them towards their doom. And it's all working really well. I could actually add more levels to this. If we just step back a bit here, you should be able to see them spawn. Well, you can see them spawn in the bottom there. Let's just have a look at that there. Look at that. It's all tumbling down. It's a constant tsunami of mobs falling to their doom. Which is fab and groovy. So, I've also set up an auto system over here with the witch water. So I just pop sand in here, although the Endermen have been at it again. This was all mycelium, but the Endermen have stolen it, which is always good. So I just pop sand in here, sand then goes into the barrels, and then out comes the soul sand, which is very handy. And this hasn't changed. Now we're still getting loads of dirt out of this, whatever we need. Again, another little reservoir just to fill up this, and it's also to fill up this so I can get clay. And again, I just put dust in here, that fires it into here, turns it into clay, and then bobs it back in here again. They're just little simple things just to make life a little bit easier. But one thing we're coming unstuck with is things from the Nether. So let's just quickly sleep. Yeah, things from the Nether are really bothering us at the moment. Like, we need blaze rods, we're needing quite a little bit of stuff from the Nether. Oh yeah, also, keep forgetting about this fella. We have a chorus plant. I found the chorus fruit or flower was dropping from certain loot bags. So you pop them on an end stone, and then what I do is I just get some shears like so. And what we can do is take off the chorus flowers at the top. Come on. Always go slower when you fly. Let's just chop these down. And you can get about 4 or 5 of these per chorus flower. And then the rest of it you can get, is it the purple blocks out of this? Well, not out of the chorus flowers, but out of the chorus plant itself. If we chop this down now, there you go, you see. We get these chorus fruit. And those can be converted into, well, apart from end rods, which are very, very good. They can also be turned into pop chorus fruit, which can be turned into purple blocks, which is very nice. So once you get one flower, just pop it back down there, and that will steadily grow away. Now, we've had a bit of a change up here as well. Now, obviously, when we first built this, it was built just to get things going, but now we're now aiming to specialise a little bit more. So I've built this section over here, and I'm going to replicate this next to it as well, or I may have another one above it, so I can have a stacked farm system. And this is all running off solar panels, so I don't even have to worry about pumping power to it. I just have to make sure that we have enough diamond hose. I mean, I could do an unbreakable hoe in Tinkers, and then I wouldn't have to worry about that. That's possibly something I can look at in the future. But this has mainly got tier 5s in here. These are all tier 5s, Infernums and Yellorium. That's the stuff. So this is really pushing out things quite fast. I do need to set up a system where this automatically goes into my system downstairs. And again, the only problem I'm having, I would normally have an ender chest on here with a colour coordination which goes to the back of my machine down there, but to do that we need blaze rods. We do get blaze rods from legendary bags. I think it's legendary or one of the loot bags, but you don't get them very often. So I think we do need to start looking at the Nether from this point on. Also managed to get a cow in a jar as well. That again came in a loot bag. Normally you'd have to put a cow here, fence it off, put an anvil at the top, knock the block out so the anvil drops down and squashes the cow into the jar. But luckily we found one in a loot bag, so we don't have to worry about that. The chickens are still the same. They're still being chickeny. I've upgraded a lot of these to 1010s. That's simply by coming over here, looking at the growth, having 2 of them in a little separate pen. Like I've got 544 there and a 424 there. I just go into my little backpack and I have no seeds. But yeah, you would just feed the seeds and then you get a better quality, and then obviously kill the lowest quality one and let them breed again until they go up to 1010s. And that's what I've got mainly in here, up to this gold chicken, I think. Obviously the higher the higher the level of chicken, the quicker it produces stuff and things. So that's dropping in 13, 49, 3 minutes 23. So they do go faster and they do drop more, which is quite useful. This is still picking up any waifs and stray bits that come down here, because for some reason they love to stand down here. Don't know why that is. Really do not know why. Also, where's it gone now? Where has it gone? We now have the ring of magnetisation. That again came from a loot bag. That's really handy, so I'm now not losing many blocks to the void as they fall down to their doom. Now, over to this new section. This is where I'm starting to build the new power. I've got a larger extreme reactor with diamond blocks in there. This is not live as yet because I still need to fill it up with more yellorium. So what I've got is on the back, I've got 2 solar panel areas which can be expanded, and these are the environmental tech solar panels, and these are pushing out quite a fair amount of power. They both link into this vibrant capacitor. As you can see under here, I've got 2 points going in, so we've got 2 points for it to fill up. And then on the back we've just got a flux plug, and that's sending power to wherever I have a flux point. Now eventually this will also feed into these batteries, so the batteries will be the first point that power leaves the system. That way we can always work on the abundance of power that we have, rather than the big reactor starting up every time we need power. Yeah, there's only one there. But yeah, we still need quite a lot of yellorium to fill this fella up. And what's that in the middle? Oh, I think that's just a liquid ender that I put in the middle. I don't know why. Just thought it might help. But at the moment we're still using this, which is fine. It's doing hunky dory. There's no problems with it. It was starting to lag when, well, I say lag, it was starting to run out when I was using these farmers over here. So that's why I decided on some solar panels. But right now we need to look at some nether stuff, because we need to get down to the nether. So let's get some, first of all I'll get some stuff together. I want to make a platform for portals. So, because there are other portals, like there's a portal to the beneath, I think they call it. Let's just have a look. Is it to the beneath? Yeah, beneath teleporter. That's just like an Underdark, similar one to that. And it takes quintuple and quadruple and unstable ender pills. We are making a quintuple over here. We're not doing too bad on those at the moment, so we may be looking at going to the beneath at some point, but for now we just need to look at an area for the nether. So now we have the portal all built, a nice little compact portal. I'll probably do something a little bit better with this. I've popped this at the back of the power area. This is where I want to kind of expand from here. I noticed that everything was slightly offset, so I think my OCD is kicking in and starting to rectify that. But I may need to rebuild some of that section over there. But for now, let's. We're all charged up. We've got some cobblestone. We've got some slabs. We've got some diamond chest transporters as well, just in case we find any spawners over there. That I know these can pick those up. That assembler shouldn't actually be there, and neither should the chisel, but there you go. So let's pop through, into the netherroom. And there we go. Now obviously it is a sky block, so there is nothing around here. Nothing at all, so we're going to have to make a platform to get the thing. Oh, fortress. How fortuitous. So I shall start making a platform here. Where are my wands? I guess I need to create an area where things are going to spawn for me, because I'm going to need some nether chickens as well. and they won't spawn obviously unless they have somewhere to spawn. Also, it'll be good to protect this area from ghasts and things like that. So let's just build this out. DOS. And on this side as well. Just provide a little bit of cover because I don't know where things are going to come from. So what I'll do as well is on this side, I shall build a bit of a rear defence. You never know when those pesky ghasts are just going to shoot. Let's do that on both sides, and then we can build this up like so. So we get a little bit of cover because we're going to need it later on. Let's put that across there like that. And I should have brought a diamond one because the iron ones only do horizontal, don't do vertical. So I should have brought a diamond one. But hey ho, best laid plans and all that malarkey. So that, and put this one last. There we go. Last bit. I'm ranting because the cold drugs are kicking in. And they make you go all dizzy. The two fortresses, it looks like there's one there and there's definitely one there, which is going to be groovy. So let's expand this so we can get some spawns on here. And what we also need to do is make a safe area. Have we? Oh no, we haven't. I thought we'd run out of blocks then. So I'm going to need a safe area. I put the safe area here. No, let's put it one block further forward because that doesn't give us too much room. Put a safe area here. And this is just in case we need to, or if we accidentally hit a zombie pigman, which is possible, that we've got somewhere we can retreat to, and we can just simply poke at them from behind here. Now that's why I brought some slabs. I can pop a slab on here. No, actually, shall I pop it on the top? I'll be able to see them if I pop it on top. Oh yeah, I can see them through there. So this should give us a nice safe little area so that they can happily spawn on here. I don't have to be worried about them, and neither can they go running into my world and cause chaos. What's over there? Interesting. So let's get some light on top of here so we don't get any spawns on top of there, and on top of here as well, like so. Do we have any dark areas? Oh yes, of course we do. Pop a torch there, and then one there as well. I think that should do us from there. So of course I brought no bow and arrow, which is always fun, so I'm going to have to just run at these things. Hopefully they won't do too much damage. Quite a lot of blaze over there. Let's just go for it. Let's go headlong and have a looky loo over here. Die. There's a lot of wither skeletons there as well. I can do without this. Yeah, I haven't brought any food with me or anything, which is not the wisest thing in the world to do, really. But got a blaze rod. It's the little things. So let me get some cake and things, and I'll be right back. So I think the last thing we'll do in this episode is there's bound to be a blaze spawner somewhere, so let's just make a kamikaze run over this way and see what we can find. A lot of wither skeletons. Usually, oh, this looks like one. Can I Get that? Yes, got it. Run, run away, run away. I've got hunger for some strange reason. Right, now I've got a blaze spawner. That's going to make life a little bit easier back in the real world, as I can make a powered spawner, and or maybe actually I can just pop this in, can I? I could pop this into my actual mob grinder. Let's have a look at doing that, shall we? So, can I just put this inside here? And will they spawn, is the question. If I just open up the centre, hopefully this... Why am I... What the heck's going on here? Mining fatigue? Hunger? Is that because I have this? It must be. Can I put that in here and that goes away? Yay! Okay, let's have some cake. So tired of eating cake. So where's the centre? That here? Nope. Let's try here. Nope. All of these. So that's kind of the centre. What I need to do is stick the spawner to the underneath of one of these. How am I going to do that? Just try whip down here. And slowly pop that there. That should be enough. I should be able to put the spawner up against that. Or should I go one lower? If I go one lower, I run the risk of mobs being pushed into it. So let's just try... Where's it gone? There it is. Let's just try, shall we? Pop that there. And need to get rid of this. And then pop, pop. Might pop another one on top of that, just in case it decides it wants to spawn above it. So I think it can do 2 above. Let's see how we go on with that. Oh, I need to be close to it. That's the only downside to a spawner. You need to be within 16 blocks. Let's have a look. That looks like a... Oh no, it is a blaze. That looked like a wither skeleton. Let's just see what happens. Well, it's putting blaze out, but not very fast. Has he gone all the way down? Assuming he has. So we're going to have to turn this into some form of powered spawner. Watch them. Oh yeah, they go down. So yeah, we're going to have to turn this into some form of powered spawner for this to work effectively, because otherwise I'm just going to have to stand here, which is going to be no bueno, I'm afraid. But for now, we'll leave it at that. Thank you for staying till the end of the episode. If you haven't, then it's irrelevant. You've not actually heard this message. So, as always, I shall love you and leave you. And see you on the flip side. And as always, much love. Much love.